Hi everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today I've got a delicious side dish for you. This is a creamy tomato orzo with some spinach thrown in. It really is easy and quick to make, and it uses shelf staples out of your pantry. Let's go see how this all comes together. Okay, today we're going to be making a creamy tomato orzo with spinach. This makes a great side dish. We serve it alongside just about any kind of grilled or pan-seared protein. Tonight we're having it with some ribeye steaks along with some roasted asparagus. And this is super easy to make. So we're going to start off with, I have 3 cups of water. I have 2 cups of orzo pasta. I have a jar of prepared pasta sauce. Molly opened one up for her lunch the other day and didn't eat the whole thing. So this is a great opportunity for me to make this dish. I may or may not use all of it, but we're going to use the majority of it. I'm going to throw in fresh baby spinach. This is a quart jar, but I guarantee you that that spinach is going to cook down into next to nothing. It's just going to add a little extra nutrition to your side dish, and really you're not even really going to know it's there. We're going to flavor this up with some fresh garlic, about 2 cloves, approximately 1/4 cup of freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano, 4 tablespoons of butter. You can back off on that if you choose, but the butter really is where the flavor is coming from. I have a teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder, and a teaspoon of dried basil, a teaspoon of dried Italian seasoning, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cracked black pepper and kosher salt. You want to bring your water to a boil, and then you're going to add your orzo. Give it a good stir. And I want you to add a tablespoon of butter at this point. It's going to add instead of adding oil in here, so it will prevent it from sticking together. Oops, that's a little piece of orzo that got toasted. That's all. That way it'll prevent everything from sticking together. You're going to want to cook this over medium-high heat until the orzo absorbs the water and it resembles rice and is al dente, which means to the tooth, is a little bit chewy. Then we'll move on with the rest of the recipe, which is super easy. Our orzo is just about finished, and I'm going to go ahead and start adding all of the remaining ingredients. So here goes the rest of the butter. Give that a good stir and get it in there. You want to make sure that you get that stirred in and melted, because you're going to add cold sauce in here, and you don't want the butter to not already be melted. I'm leaving it over medium-high heat. There goes our garlic and our sauce. I'm going to add I'm going to go ahead and add all of it, because my orzo has absorbed all of the water, and we want this to be a creamy, saucy side dish. And it's going to continue to absorb this delicious tomato sauce. So use whatever is your favorite. If you use homemade, add some of that. If you like, you can just use 14-ounce or 15-ounce can of prepared tomato sauce. That will work as well. You can see how it's not too liquidy, and that's exactly how you want it. I'm gonna add all of our seasonings and our Parmesan. Give this a good stir. One thing about orzo is it needs to be babysat. You can't just walk away from it, especially if you're cooking it in the method that I'm sharing today, like rice, because it will stick to the bottom if you're not careful. You can always boil this in a pot of water like regular pasta and drain it, but it's not going to have the same creamy consistency. It's just going to be separate like pasta. But you see how when I draw my spoon through it, it doesn't immediately fill up that trench. It's just starting to absorb all of those flavors and all of that sauce. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the spinach in here and just stir it in. And that spinach is going to wilt right on in there, and it's going to be fantastic. And just add a nice flavor and another level of nutrition to the dish. It smells incredible. And there you go. That's how quick and easy this creamy tomato orzo with spinach is to make. Now I'm just going to pop a lid on this until all of the rest of my meal is done, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what this looks like. I am going to let this rest for about 10 minutes anyway, just to let that spinach wilt even further. I'll be back and I'll show you what this looks like. There you have it. Our creamy tomato orzo with spinach is done and ready to serve. Like I said earlier, we're going to be having this as a side dish to a steak dinner, which is a really lovely option in place of a baked potato or whatever else you like to serve with a steak. This is so delicious. It's creamy, it's light, and adding that spinach in there really helps to pack a nutritional punch. And it is extra flavorful. Like I said, using your favorite pasta sauce is a really great way to skip a step and make this super easy. And I know Rick's ready to taste it.
If I have to.
You have to.
Yes, it is very creamy.
It's creamy and it's buttery and it's just the right amount of tomato sauce. You know, there's no cream in it. Oh, it's so good. Only a little bit of butter and adding that little bit of Parmesan cheese is what really binds this all together, makes it super unctuous and delicious. That's how you make creamy tomato orzo with spinach, and I know you're gonna love it. I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my kitchen, welcome. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you are a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, be sure and go down and hit the bell notification button, because we don't want any of you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give this creamy tomato orzo with spinach a try sometime soon, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.